Hello, everyone.
Hello.
Hey.
Yeah, how do we start these things
Adam's
again?
not here.
Yes,
Yeah.
we're all a little out of our comfort zone because Dad's not home.
Yeah,
Surely
we
this
are
is the scariest time of year.
Adamless. We are sans Adam.
There is nothing holding my body together anymore. I will fall into goop.
Yeah, don't do that. I mean, that was last month's arc.
It's true. It's very true.
Was it? I've lost track of where we are.
Speaking of the people holding us together, how about that for a fucking hook?
That's
yeah,
a
that would've
good,
worked better
nice
if you hadn't
segue.
pointed it out.
We would
Nice
like,
segue.
We would like to thank our patrons this month. Thank you very much to Patrick T. Arsenault, Just Nick, Corey Foch, Adeline Buchanan, Nicholas Rodriguez, Neri Kwok, and a new one that I haven't seen yet. Richard. Oh, I get to mess up this one. Richard Verla.
That's close. Or exactly right.
Richard, let us know.
Yes.
Yes, please do. Please do.
Regardless,
Let us know in the Discord.
Yes, let us know in the Discord. Regardless of my terrible pronunciation of your names, I really do thank you for supporting us. Thank you.
Yes. Thank you so much.
Now, on to the idiocy.
That's all we've got today.
That's all we got. That's all we got in the bank.
Yep, pretty much it.
It's late.
We're morons. We're not idiots.
Yeah, it's late. It's late. We're running on fumes, but we're gonna do it. So, we start out this month with a level up.
Yes,
Yeah.
we do.
I level up.
10.
Yes,
Well,
exactly.
everyone levels up, but you level up for almost a whole episode.
I level up from. I have my own. Julian has his day out.
Yep.
And
Yes.
I have to say, I make so much use of that episode in which I go through an entire convoluted process of trying to figure out what item I want to magically replicate, because that was one of the features for my class. So I was like, you know what? Strength's cool. I want to make gauntlets of strength so I could be
Yep.
strong, because I'm not innately strong. And I was like, you know what? I don't have a rationale for doing it because I really don't want it. So I was like, okay, who's got the lowest strength?
Yeah.
Alistair.
So after he talted to me about it
Yes.
and made me think that I was going to get it,
Yes. And
then he gave it to Alistair.
totally flew past it. Because I was like, I could be practical and give it to the person who engages in melee combat the most out of anybody.
The person who uses strength.
Yes.
Yes.
Or-
Use his strength.
Or I could give it to a cat,
Yeah.
which you had. What did you have before I gave you the gauntlet? It was like 4 strength.
It was a 4. Yes,
Okay.
a 4.
Yeah.
It was a
Now you've
minus
got a
3
19.
modifier.
He has
Is
a
that right?
minimum 19
Yeah,
strength.
it is 19 strength, which is a plus 4 modifier.
Yes.
That's a total of plus 7 to his previous strength score, essentially, his strength modifier.
I took one of your greatest weaknesses and bumped it up to one of your highest stats
That is true.
for a meme.
Just for a meme.
Yes. He did it exclusively so he could say kitten mittens of ogre power.
Yes. And love Always Sunny.
Yes. In this episode,
Yes.
Victor cooked some fish
Mhm.
for
Good
Alistair.
chicken
That's what
fish
Victor
bastard.
did in this
Yes, he
episode. he cooked fish.
Now the problem with me doing this is because I know that Alistair would never willingly want to take any part in some experimental bullshit that Julian would do. That
I mean,
being
that's
said,
true.
I didn't have to worry about that because I rolled a goddamn nat 20 on my stealth check to do it, which is one of the greatest rolls I've ever done in my entire life. Totally needless, didn't save anyone's life, didn't slay some greater evil that was threatening to multiverse. It was just so I could stick some little booties on a cat.
and really, the inane rolls are usually the best.
The best.
Yes. We never roll when it counts.
No, never. No. And as future episodes will illustrate, boy, do we wish we would roll better.
Yep.
But that's a meme for another time. So, you wake up from one of your various naps. You're like,
it was a good nap.
I don't understand. And you do that thing where if you put anything onto any pet's paws, they kind of do the wonky walk. Like, I don't know how to walk like this.
Especially cats.
Yes.
Like cats are kind of amusing in that way. Like if you put tape on a cat, the cat is going to like instinctively kind of walk in such a way to kind of like move away from the tape.
I have lost all sense of reason and balance that I previously had. Help, please.
Yes. It's actually he overshot half the jumps he made.
Yes. but what was crazy is you actually just you knew that I had done this clearly, because I mean I always put my damn initials on everything I make, but you didn't bring it really up to me and just like, I'll go along ahead with this. This is fine.
That's because if Alistair complains about it, then you win.
It's true. It's true. Even though that was definitely not in my mind space, I was just like, I'm gonna do a cool new thing. Yep. Slowly but surely putting together the master scheme of making a cat mech suit.
Yep. And now Alistair can crush you like a bug.
It's true.
Good job.
It's true.
Yeah. Super true.
It'll never come to that. Hopefully. It'll never come to that. And then
you also attach the lightning gun to your suit,
which was, I mean, that was one of the reasons I didn't actually use the lightning gun in the past arc, because when we were kind of talking about the new class change, we're just like, you know what, it doesn't really make sense for you just to innately be able to use a lightning gun with the mech suit, because it's a little
bulky,
overpowered, some would say, as we might see in some interesting episodes.
It's pretty strong.
I had to earn it, so that was one of the things of like the reward at the end of the road for the last arc. Then I have a hilarious lapse in judgment and thinking, because when we were in Dark City, Evangeline asked for a robotic cat. Now, I didn't put two and two together. Everyone else was in the know. I was just like, okay, maybe it's like a robotic cat thing. Just, why someone else asked me for a bottle of wine, except I ignored it that time and felt guilty. So we'll actually go ahead and fulfill an NPC's, quest item request.
Yep.
I mean, it's at least reasonable. Evangeline's like cats. I mean,
yes.
that's just a fact.
Okay, cats. Yeah, sure. Why not? Robot cat. Fine.
Richard, remind me. I'm not quite sure that the show has officially explained the reason for the robotic cat. So I don't want us to go too far if it hasn't.
Like when that officially was like revealed, I think that was like after our current arc.
Yep. So we won't say any more. If you understand why Evangeline wanted a robotic cat, you were smarter than Max.
Yes.
So congratulations. You have hit like average level intelligence.
Feel free to bonk me in spoiler chat for not seeing this. I will take a dumb bonk.
Yep.
And go ahead.
Yeah, and so then we go to the next episode. Part 1 of A Storm of Vengeance, which, the reasoning for the name takes a bit. But Victor levels up, and he's now immune to poison. And I was very happy about that, considering Victor's past experience with poison.
Yeah, poison can be pretty bad.
Yep. And venom, which Victor's immune to both.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, we went into that extensively.
He makes brain juice because Vic taught him how to make brain juice.
Brain juice.
Drugs. It's drugs.
No, it's brain juice.
It's supplements.
Yes.
Supplements.
Victor's got his own little, vitamin shop.
Yeah. Cool nutrition company.
And yes, Alistair took the cantrip True Strike just so I would have an excuse to talk about how I dislike that spell entirely.
Yeah, yeah. I wrote Alistair takes a cantrip True Strike. It's not very effective,
which is ironic.
Well, I mean, it's just when it comes down to it, there are some situations where it's better than nothing, but a lot of situations you're actually better off just attacking twice.
Yeah, especially I mean, it's probably a much better cantrip if you can only attack once.
Not really. I mean, if you can attack in one turn and then attack the next turn rather than true striking one turn and then attacking the next turn, like you actually have not only better odds of hitting at least once, but you have a better maximum of 2 hits than 1 hit.
Well, why don't they just change that cantrip then to make it better and make it make more sense?
You should write this
complaint, like make it like a bonus action or something.
Write this complaint to the
or would that be overpowered, do you think?
If it were a bonus action, I think it would actually be, you're right, it would probably be a little overpowered because you would be able to cast it every single turn.
Since it's a cantrip, you could do it at will.
You didn't, I mean, if that were the case, there would have to be some sort of like limitation or something to make it not quite as good, but that would still probably make more sense than how it currently exists.
Yeah, like the way that it currently exists, it's like the only way that it really gets any kind of real use is if there's literally no way that you can do anything a turn, but you would be able to attack the next turn. It's like the only time that it really has any use.
Well, it's not like you.
But you would have to be able to see.
You can Eldritch Blast from 700 feet away or whatever it is.
Yeah, exactly. Which is why for Alistair especially, it's just kind of like, well, that doesn't even matter because if I can see them to True Strike, I can just Eldritch Blast them. Not to mention,
like Alistair practiced like target practice, but he has to like really stand still and focus in order to get the shot just right.
And you just end up wanting to fall asleep when you're like that.
And then if you have multiple attacks, it's right out. Like,
yeah. Like I couldn't see that being useful for Victor at all, especially since I can just attack 2 more times if I use a bonus action.
You did get something pretty useful though, which was that was a feat that you picked up, right?
The alien perspective is actually part of the warlock patron.
Oh, okay.
Like it's part of the I forget the exact term it used for it, but like
archetype?
The eldritch, but like the eldritch entity, like from Cthulhu Mythos book for the patron that I use.
Okay.
Yeah. When I was writing down what about that in the notes, like you started talking, and then I like hit the skip 30 seconds button, and you were still talking, and I was it gives an advantage against everything. Or something.
Click it a few more times, like skip. He's still talking.
Really good or whatever. It's fine.
Oh, Richard's talking about rules. Okay, I'll skip the next 2.5 minutes.
It basically just means I get advantage on a lot of things.
Situations.
Yep.
Which is always good.
Yes. So Alistair is more advantaged than he was.
Very true.
Yeah, we just spent like the last 2 episodes just powering you up.
Alistair's okay with that.
Yeah.
Victor's just in the corner like, I can't be poisoned. It's great. I'm gonna go get Dagon. I'm gonna go get him, and he's gonna hit me with his tail, and it's just gonna hurt really bad. But other than that, I'll be fine.
Like seriously, like poison immunity is probably one of the better abilities for any of us on that level.
Yeah, especially with all the poison that Adam is hitting us with in the future episodes.
Yeah.
Well, see,
all that poison.
See, what it's doing is it's deterring him from using poison. So in a way, your poison immunity is actually extending to the whole party.
Yep. I again maintain that Adam is the ultimate eldritch horror.
You mean to us sometimes.
Yeah, the show is really us versus Adam.
Like all I'm saying,
I know that's kind of how D&D is, but with this Cthulhu stuff, he gets so many more advantages against us than normal.
Like all I'm saying is, I would not be one bit surprised if we get all the way to the end of the campaign and the final boss is just Adam.
I wouldn't either.
But he puts a hat on.
It's like we open a door and it's, hey, Adam Culbertson here. Hey, die. It's like, oh, okay, I got a 37 to hit. And he's like, you miss. Where does it say that in the rules? There aren't rules.
There are no rules.
he just does that one bit in The Watchmen. He just kind of points, and then just Julian just explodes. No!
Does a 537 hit you?
In this reality, it doesn't.
No.
All right, so after
we make seal puns.
Yeah, we make seal puns. 800 seal puns.
Yes, all of the seal puns. We got to think up new seal puns for the next time.
Mm-hmm. We do. Mm-hmm. We do. Just spaced out that for a second. I do.
We're trying, everybody.
We're trying to think of them, okay?
I'm thinking about that.
Adam can't speak right now. That's the only reason he's not recording.
I'm thinking
His
about
voice
that.
Doesn't work.
I'm thinking about that statement and then the ramifications of that statement for what I know later, which I do a lot nowadays. I do a GPS thingy.
Yeah, they use you to zone in again.
I use my hand, my good hand, or rather my bad hand. Good bad hand.
Your good bad hand.
Good bad hand to point us into another direction, which will be a old-fashioned village, with absolutely nothing wrong. And Victor just made something that made Julian a little bit nauseous, and there's nothing to worry about.
No. It was you looked at the mountain and you felt bad.
I looked at Garbage Mountain and it made me sick.
Yep.
I'm noticing a theme here. You look at a building and it makes you feel sick. You look at a mountain, it makes you feel sick. I think you're just afraid of heights.
Why am I the one
because
who
when
has
you look
to
at
seek us
Adam,
out?
you feel sick. That's not true.
That's not true at all. No, when I look at Adam roll, I feel sick. Like when I see him have the dice in his hand and look down like that. That's when I'm like, oh no, that's not good. And then as you see his eyes go wide when he rolls something real hot, and you're like, okay.
No, the worst is when he goes, ooh.
That's not good.
It's like that can't be good.
Mm-hmm.
I hate when he picks up the book.
You're looking at it for 10 minutes. You're like,
Adam makes up 95% of things. So when he picks up the book, then we know we're hitting something actually that it might kill us.
I've seen
now that he's reading from the book.
Horrific shit in that book. It is.
I still haven't read it.
Don't look at that book.
I don't look at that book.
Don't look at it. It'll stress you out.
Any of the stuff, because I already know that the stuff he's throwing at us is only getting worse, and I'm just not. I don't want to read the book. I don't want to know what's happening. I haven't even read the full player's handbook. I don't need to read the Cthulhu Mythos book.
Suffice it to say that according to the rules of the book, with pretty much any one of the outer gods or elder gods, there's not even really a stat block so much as here's what happens if they come into the world.
Mm-hmm. Yep. With varying degrees of how boned you are.
Yes. It starts at extremely and ends somewhere in the nth dimension.
Yes.
Repeatedly.
Yeah.
You're repeatedly boned.
There is
you die, it brings you back to life, and then it kills you again because it's fun.
There is a mathematical impossibility that you will come out of this alive.
Yeah, pretty much.
I could always roll real well.
You never know. Even then.
I've gotten us out of some pretty crazy situations with some
I'm
of my rolls.
All right, Adam, record this statement. Play that exact audio track, and you know when you're going to do it.
Anyway,
we got to talk about you and your fashion sense.
Yes, yes, because after Adam was ready for us to go, I was like, wait a second, my tie is still goofy. And so I went and I saw Gimbal and Brackett and Hester Stoutheart to get the tie just a little less cartoony. Because you can envision Donkey Kong with his tie.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't need to be that big and wide. So we just narrowed it down just a little bit and made it a little bit more sensible for someone of Victor's size. And and now it's better.
I think
Plus, I got to demonstrate the barrel for gimbal and bracket, which they were very excited about. And we talked about monkey stars for a minute.
Mm-hmm. Yes, we did.
Monkey stars.
The bigger the tie, the more power and authority you project. That's the way I look at it.
Well, I wanted a better looking tie. I don't care about authority.
I know.
Victor cares about taking care of people.
It's true. That's
what he cares about.
Literally, somebody has to. It
Victor's
won't be the doctor, that's for sure.
Only nice person. The only
it
nice
definitely
person
will not be Alistair
in the world.
Mm-hmm. No. Manrose is nice.
Is he?
Yeah, but is Manrose a person?
Yeah. Now we can.
Manrose is
my crackpot theories about Manrose that Adam's
cordial.
Going to derail us.
Manrose is like cordial and friendly. We don't know if he's nice.
That is true. That is very true. I mean, it could all be a facade.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Oh yeah, and
Manrose is Cthulhu conformed.
We talk about a danger room that we never used ever. That we could.
The danger room that we totally had the whole time.
Damage it and release a barrel of monkeys.
I wonder if you could stock up on barrels.
Stock up on monkeys.
Yes, and then
the barrels disappear after an hour.
Okay, I was about to say.
Yeah, I can do 2 a day, so we can't stock up on barrels. In theory, we could stock up on monkeys if we were able to maneuver it just right.
Yeah, we could create a portal system that we're stocked up on crazy monkeys, and then once we're in
the monkeys are released when you hit something with a ninja star.
Yes.
Monkey stars.
Yes.
We're doing it. We're making it real.
Like somehow create some sort of portal device that would release angry monkeys at will.
I mean, we've got teleportals.
We do have teleportals. I'm just saying we need to.
All we got to do is enlist the help of Shadow in the Dreamlands. We got teleportals.
Which I just have to kind of inject this really quick here. So I don't know about y'all, but I've actually been playing Metroid Dread.
I haven't because I need to replace my Joy-Con because it is drifting like a sumbitch right now.
Yeah, I have not either because
that's the only reason I haven't been playing it. But it's awesome.
But yeah, absolutely, it's definitely a great 2D Metroid. Like it drops you right into the same kind of feel as the classics. Great game. But anyway, in that, and I don't recall in any of the other ones, like it having them labeled as such, but it has like teleport pads that it actually calls teleportals. So
really? We should sue them.
So I don't know. Nintendo might owe us a little something.
Yes, Nintendo owes us something because they weren't making that game 10 years ago.
I will. Well, that particular one they were making 10 years ago. That was
what I meant.
Yeah.
They take like 20 years to make games.
I will drop any and all charges against our IP, me speaking for Adam and everyone in the group right now, for a remastered edition for Metroid Prime on the Switch. Thank you. That's it.
You know what?
I mean,
you know what? I would add one thing.
Likely for you to just offer that up.
I would add one thing here. Just one thing. We also need to have a licensed Nintendo game for Microphones and Monsters.
Yeah, that too. Same.
You hear that? You hear that, Nintendo?
I'm going to play as Victor. Press B to cry myself to sleep. Press A to fail to transform into a human.
All right, so
Julian, you press Y to go crazy.
I
hallucinate.
Instead of charge beam, you have lightning beam. that would be it. All right. Back on track. We got to go back on track. So, we lock in our new destination through the elevator.
Yep.
And we walk out into a no, we don't.
We climb out.
Is this the climb out?
This is the climb out. The top of the elevator opens as a hatch.
Oh yeah.
And then we climb out, and it's a rock on a hinge.
Yes. Yes.
And then you make it smell like potato wedges.
Yes, like something at a SpongeBob with Patrick Starr.
Yes, exactly like that.
Yes, and I make it smell like potato wedges because I would be able to home in on that position in a sea of regular looking rocks.
Yep.
You can find it anywhere.
I get smarter about that later. Don't worry.
And then we start the next episode with the introduction to the guest for this arc, Aaron Dallavilla.
Dallavilla?
Yes.
Yes.
Aaron
I
Dallavilla.
did pronounce that correctly, right?
I said Aaron
Yes,
Dallavilla.
Dallavilla is
Dallavilla,
the way that he pronounces it, yes.
I'm sure he's never heard that before either, so
He's
he'll be
never,
really excited
never.
to hear that.
Never, ever.
I've never been.
Ever.
Don't worry. We will make sure that he comes on a Morons with us when we actually get to the end of that arc.
And I will
which should be the end of November.
The entire time. Yeah, maybe. Hopefully.
So
definitely.
Spoiler alert, he does continue to appear in the show after the end of the episodes we discussed
we
today.
do not kill him off immediately.
He doesn't immediately
he
doesn't immediately disappear on the next episode. Don't worry.
What a wild guess.
Yeah. Yes. And he doesn't break character either. Like that's the thing.
I mean,
he
we
does
still
the voice the whole
haven't
time.
We still haven't done the DVD commentary, aka Morons.
He
so
has not done. He
still has not dropped character.
He has not done the guest drop Morons. Therefore, he cannot get out of
And
character.
we recorded this months and months and months ago, so I can't imagine what he's been doing talking in that voice. The whole time.
Probably
he was
being
in,
very hoarse.
He was in a production of Camelot, I think.
Yeah.
Which was really interesting, I'm sure, with that voice.
But yeah, apparently he saw us climb out of the rock, so that's suspicious, and he watches us as we go into the town. Yep,
very stalkery.
If we didn't hear his voice, I think it would be like, heavy breathing through a mask. It's Halloween, guys.
Oh, I guess it is.
But we go into this Hobunk mountain town. It's Hobunk, right? Or Hodunk,
Hobunk.
right?
Podunk.
Podunk.
Yes.
Like
Podunk.
Like polar?
I don't know.
Podunk, I guess. Podunk.
I think it's Podunk. I'm pretty sure that's what they sing at the beginning of the South Park movie.
It's a Podunk town.
Oh, I'm looking this up. Oh no, my key. My key fell off my keyboard.
You don't need that one.
No, that's a question mark. I ask questions all the time.
No, you don't need a question mark.
You have to put a question mark when you do a search.
Just learn Japanese.
Understands.
It is
that you're asking it a question.
It is the term podunk.
Yep, that's what I said.
So where does it come from, since you're looking at it? Because I really don't know.
Here we go. Hold on.
From the Latin.
the terms podunk and podunk hollow in American English denote or describe an insignificant, out of the way, or even completely fictitious town. These terms are often used as uppercase as a placeholder to indicate insignificant or lack of importance.
Well, it's really meaning like the origin. I don't know. Is it like supposed to be like some kind of like abbreviation or something?
I just read that on Wikipedia.
Like like poor.
Yeah, that's the authority. Check like Merriam-Webster or something. Don't they get to decide whatever word it means?
This is definitely a worthwhile aside to our Morons.
I'm so glad Adam's not here.
History and etymology? Etymology. Podunk, village in Massachusetts or locality in Connecticut.
Wait, really?
Mm-hmm.
Wow, it was actually a place name?
Massachusetts or Connecticut.
First known in the use of podunk, 1946.
Yeah.
Huh. Wow, I didn't know it was an actual place.
They did a podcast on this word. They did a word of the day on this one.
Oh, they did?
Yeah.
All right. Well, scrapping this. We're listening to that podcast and reviewing it for this episode. Sorry, Adam.
It's in the top 14% of words. Okay. Now we're done.
Sorry, Adam. We really tried getting through the plot.
Okay. You know what? This is okay. The podunk comes from an Algonquian word, either the name of a tribe that is inhabited by an area near go away ad. Oh, It's a goddamn ad of a cat in sunglasses. It's like Alistair is torturing me in real life.
So, what are you reading there?
Yes, exactly. Go. It's
Trying to read about Podunk?
Yes, you're in the way. Go away, cat. An area near Hartford, Connecticut, or a more generic term meaning a swampy place. So this one, this is not a swampy place.
No, it's not. It's cold.
Mm-hmm.
It is almost the opposite of a swampy place.
Yes.
I'm pretty sure they used it in the South Park movie to describe South Park in the opening song.
Well, I mean,
called Mountain Town.
Nowadays, like Podunk really just means like insignificant little tiny nothing place.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, that's what it means. And that's why I said it.
Mm-hmm.
And I stand by that.
Yeah, just like etymology. That's all.
So we arrived on the Arctic research base. We don't
Hope you
know
brought gasoline.
Yeah, we don't know where the Swedes are. I think they took off in the helicopter.
See, I spaced out for like 5-10 seconds just now. I was kind of I just zoned out. Max was talking. I wasn't really listening. Usually it doesn't matter. And then all of a sudden he's talking about Sweden and helicopters or something.
Yeah, you all came together.
Man, I'm tired. Okay.
All right, let's get through this. So we arrive in the town. We meet the old man Larry, who is out,
and he is
out on his morning constitution.
Yep.
Yes.
Gotta keep moving.
Yeah, he was nice.
Keep these old bones moving.
Yeah.
Yep.
If he stops moving, his joints will just freeze and he can't move anymore.
Yes, he's like the Tin Man.
Yes,
it's like the Energizer Bunny.
Yes, and I imagine him not really walking. It's more like a shuffle.
He's power walking.
Yeah,
he's
that's definitely what I imagine.
Power walking with his arms back and forth.
Yes, but
gotta keep moving.
But like his arms don't pump; they just kind of like move side to side a little bit. Yeah, he's chugging. Yes,
he's chugging along. He thinks Julian's a golem.
Yes, which is a very interesting observation because I haven't been to another anywhere that wasn't the future, which is, oh yeah, that's old hat. Who gives a fuck?
Yeah.
See,
except
in
for
a way,
Nitz, who thought it was cool. Thank you, Nitz.
Well, Nitz was just like, your mech is cool. Like, he knew what it was. It wasn't like, goodness gracious, a robot suit?
Yes.
It was, oh man, that guy's got a sweet car.
Yes.
You know?
And then we go to like, what is that thing? And I'm like, I am a golem. Beep boop.
Yep.
In a way, like, it's not incorrect to say that Julian is a golem. He's just a golem with a creamy human center.
I'm a golem with style. Creamy center. I'm a Cadbury golem.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Oh, I'm sweet, everyone. No, that couldn't be Cadbury. Never mind.
And then Larry takes us to the inn. He runs the inn with his daughter Juliet. Varath is hiding from us. He manages to roll a really good stealth roll.
Yep.
That beats even my passive perception, which is high.
Mm-hmm.
And Victor's cold. It's very cold there.
Cold.
Adam kept saying Victor's cold because I kept, just sort of avoiding it as much as possible until he kind of forced the issue.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, it's cold. And I'm like, yeah, it'd be cold when it's snowy.
That makes sense. It's cold,
yeah,
though.
It makes sense. It's
Until
cold.
Adam was like, you'll probably freeze to death if you don't do something. And I'm like,
Whoa.
Fine. I guess I'm cold. Victor's cold now.
I know it's cold, but is it cold?
It's
cold.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. It's frigid. It's not brisk. It's frigid. It's a different kind of cold.
And then Alistair gets some attention.
Yes.
Yeah. Alistair got a lot of attention, a whole lot of attention.
There are we found there are a few things that would set off a large Goliath barbarian. One of them is just the sheer fucking audacity that there is no milk for a cat. I don't know
where's the milk.
I have no idea where that is in the rule set, but I'm pretty sure all Goliath barbarians have to follow it.
It is definitely a rule from now
bets
on.
are off.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Definitely a rule from now on. If you play a Goliath Barbarian, you have to go flip shit because cats don't get milk.
Flip shit.
He picks Larry up and threatens him.
The old man who was literally just trying to work his old bones to make sure everything was still functioning, and then he gets like.
And the best part is that he tries to intimidate him, and it doesn't work. And then Larry intimidates him by bopping him on the head with his cane.
Which ballsy.
Yes.
Hey, but that's like
to physically get into a physical confrontation in a way with a creature that literally picked you up off of the ground.
He's holding him.
I
think
feel
he's
like
holding him with like one arm too.
That right there, I feel like is just old man energy. Like when you just don't care anymore, you're like, whatever. Like you get off of me, bonk you on the head. Like
if I die, I'm only getting to heaven 5 minutes sooner anyway. Don't mess with me.
So yeah, I think that fits. Old man energy right there.
Yeah, that was old man energy.
Victor calms everyone down, and they all talk
as
a whole lot.
That's one of your talents.
Yep. Yeah, it's pretty good.
Introductions. And Varath takes a very special liking to Alistair.
Yeah, and I guess in a way, like Alistair kind of took a special liking to Varath.
Yep.
Yes. Which
I mean, it's not often that Alistair is that okay with someone.
Yes. It's I've only seen that happen twice, and it was the same person.
I think what it is Alistair knows who's cat people.
There's a certain kind of person.
Yeah.
I'm one of those people. I like cats. Cats are cool.
Julian does not.
Julian does not. Julian hates cats.
Julian does not.
I think Julian was different about cats before. Now he's had a bad go of it and now despises cats for the most part.
He's required to spend all of his time with a sarcastic cat that doesn't give a crap about anybody.
Not to mention all of those wonderful times we had in the Dreamlands, which is very much populated by wonderful cats.
Just wonderful cats. The most sarcasm you could imagine.
Yeah.
Julian's also bitter because he didn't get to remember his first trip to the Dreamlands.
Yeah, I'm never forgetting
He was mad at them ever since.
That was bullshit. And
he didn't get to witness the scutes.
Scutes.
It's such a fun word.
I love that word.
That's why I keep saying it.
Scutes.
You're cold, and your cold is not going away. So you are fashioned a local tea.
I think they called it a hot toddy.
A hot toddy?
Yes.
They totally didn't. But
if it was a hot toddy, you got to put a little good stuff in.
Yeah, a little something in it.
Yeah.
Victor's got his own drink.
A little bit of fire water.
But dude, Victor drinks the tea that Larry's daughter brings out, and it warms him right up. It's like magic warm or whatever.
It is magic warm.
It's magically delicious.
It is magically delicious.
On an unrelated note, I have some Count Chocula in the
oh yeah,
Frankenberry.
You get some
in the kitchen.
Frankenberry. So you've been in the grocery store recently.
Do you have the blueberry?
Yeah. I'm not a big fan of blueberry.
Have you seen? Do they still do Yummy Mummy?
I don't know. I here one thing I heard about. I haven't seen it, but I've heard about is that this year they came out with a Monster Mash cereal that's essentially Frankenberry and blueberry together, but with marshmallows from all of them.
All of them combined. I was just about to bring that up.
What?
Well, I beat you.
It is because I saw a box of it on Best of the Worst Halloween special maybe 2 hours ago.
Oh, okay. I have not watched that. Don't tell me about
it.
So much editing to do.
Yes,
so much stuff to cut out.
It's fine. It's
fine. Oh, I know, right?
It's fine. Barath starts to talk a little bit about how he is trying to escape an evil god. And he has no friends, and he has trust issues.
I think he killed his brother.
He killed his brother. Yeah. It's
intense. He's a very intense person.
Meanwhile, Julian is just nodding like, yeah, yes.
Yep.
And then I proceed to is it Juliet that brings it up, or is it Larry that brings up all of the weird stuff happening in town with everyone being sick?
I don't remember.
Okay.
It's one of them.
Okay.
One of the two
a
of
lot
them.
of exposition that episode.
Julian was
we
asking,
did.
it's like, hey, is there anything weird going on? Because obviously we know that there's a spooky, evil mountain. So I was like, hey, is there weird stuff going on? And people are getting sick, and we don't really understand why. And people are disappearing.
Yeah, I think we asked Larry about it. I think Larry talked. I don't think Juliet said too much that first time. I think she just brought the tea out, and everyone said hello. Yeah, Larry was like, "Oh, Jerry," and
Jerry's still alive. He's kicking.
Josephine
was the one to disappear.
I love the names.
Yeah, I know.
In this arc. Just Adam, just for once, just gave up. And like Jerry, Mike, Josephine. That's Bill over there.
That's Earl. That's Earl the monster. So we do,
and we split up.
Yep. And you know what? Splitting up is never a bad idea. So we split up.
It's always a good idea. Always a good idea.
So
yes.
we're fine.
Gumble to gumble.
I mean, that way we could even split up again.
No.
And yes. And then connect 4.
Oh.
No.
Oh,
you're in trouble, sir.
I'm sorry.
You better be sorry.
I'm only a little sorry.
Get yourself a clue.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah.
That's life.
Yeah, damn it.
Okay.
You don't have a monopoly at all of these board game jokes.
Hey, I'm sorry.
They're taboo, and I already did sorry. Anyway.
Well, I'm extra sorry.
Categories, Balderdash. Okay.
Come on, that's a strategio joke. Anyway,
that one seems like a bit of a risk.
That was good. That was good. All right. So we do our separate investigations. Victor and I go and see Jerry. Jerry is acting very weird. He gets sick anytime he tries to eat anything. And
we smell good.
Yes, he starts sniffing us, and that's peculiar. And I'm in my mind crossing that threshold. I'm like, okay, so when does he turn bad guy and when do kill? Because I've seen this movie 15 times. I just need to know when the moral ground is to just go, okay, monster, go down.
And if you're Tay Diggs, you have to let your wife give birth to the zombie baby, and then protect it with your life for no reason.
Oh no! Oh no!
Dawn of the Dead remake. Zack Snyder before 300.
Oh yeah, because it only went up
back when he didn't need the speed ramp every frame of a movie.
Yes. And then I do a medical exam, which is very funny because it's like the first doctor thing I've done in a very long time.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it was actually kind of doctory.
Yeah, and I can't find anything wrong, which, that makes perfect sense because I'm out of practice and I just don't know how to doctor. Like I'm literally I'm holding up the stethoscope to like an ear. Like, this is how that works, right?
Yeah. It's like, can you hear your heartbeat?
I've got like what's the wooden, it looks like the ice cream stick. The pop stick.
Oh, the depressor.
Depressor, yeah. Like I'm putting that in between his fingers.
Like it just goes straight up his nose.
What are you doing? I'm checking his
nostril's
heartbeat.
Not wide enough.
I'm checking his pulse.
All right.
Now I want you to curl your toes. Why?
I forget, but try anyway.
Yes. And then
I've had some brain damage.
I died once, and being dead for a little while, it kind of messes up your brain.
I don't remember if you need Benadryl or Tylenol, but you're probably sick. Maybe
I'll give you both just in case.
Yeah,
it's fine.
Take 8 of these and die. Jillian can't find anything wrong with him at all, and I think he technically did a competent medical exam. You didn't roll horribly. Yeah, you rolled like a 16 or something. Like Victor rolled like a 4 or a 6. Just because he's standing there, he may as well look. But
he's not bloody.
But yeah, you couldn't find anything sort of normally wrong. And in the meantime, Varath and Alistair went to meet Mike. Dear Mike.
Poor Mike. Yes, being accosted by Varath.
Mike Wazowski.
Mike's daughter is gone.
And definitely thought about that particular situation about losing a loved one, and had the tact to question Mike about such a situation.
Of course. I mean, talking about it gets him through it. It was help. Bringing
it up very crassly. That'll definitely help.
By the beginning of the next episode, he had comforted Mike. Comforted. I know how to pronounce the word. Just my mouth doesn't. But yeah, he asked him. He found a fingernail and some claw marks on the window, but there's nothing outside the window.
Is this your daughter's severed fingernail?
I guess. Oh no.
Oh, she's in pain. Great.
Don't worry. Be strong. I will find your daughter. I will be strong for you, giant man who showed up.
And then, of course, he takes the fingernail with him.
He takes the fingernail with him and sings the Bed Intruder song. Because Varath understands our pop culture.
Yes, for some reason.
And it's canon, too. Yes. It's similar to Baby, but more blatant.
Even more blatant, yes.
Even more blatant. He's singing auto-tune songs from like a decade ago.
Yeah, that's about right. Yeah, decade.
And then it rains chocolate.
Yes.
And, okay. Anyway.
And then I moved my mouth away from the mic to take a breath.
Yeah.
What?
No. All right. And then a wonderful thing happens. We catch up. We compare the facts. Like, hey, Josephine's definitely missing a fingernail. Was sick. It's like, oh, well, that's weird. Jerry is also sick and is acting a little funny. So we can't really find out what's really going on. But I'm like, okay, well, let's see if there's something on the other side. So,
which I thought that in hindsight, that was a really good idea. I'll give you props.
It's the last one I'll have.
It was a good idea. Definitely a good idea.
I often forget that the Dreamlands exists. Even when we're in the Dreamlands, I forget the Dreamlands exist. That has happened before.
It's very interesting how other planes of reality exist on top of our own, and that utilizing them are very good ideas.
I'm going to use the excuse that I just assume that Adam will tell me if I sense a portal.
Yep.
Yeah, you do need it.
And that never works out.
Yeah,
though.
Sometimes you got to poke them.
It's 3 miles away. Get driving.
Yeah. Carl, I need you. I refuse to go because I don't want to go.
Yes, you don't go, but Victor and Alistair go in the portal because Varath cannot. And Alistair is too busy licking himself to notice, but Victor sees off in the distance on the mountain a swirling white form with bright yellow eyes, and then it looks right at them at the town and starts blowing out a storm.
And
that's bad.
That imagery is like straight out of like an old horror movie VCR cover of like a scary mountain with like eyes on it and then like blowing wind down.
Yeah, I'm thinking of the Fright Night cover or the poster, like with the little spooky ghost-looking thingy.
Yes, exactly. Here, I'm actually going to look that up right now.
Unfortunately, I still haven't gotten around to watching the original Fright Night. I just saw the remake, and it was not very good. It was okay.
Yes, very much. I think Fright Night was on Best of the Worst for one of them. Yeah.
It's got Chris Sarandon in it, right? The guy that played Humperdinck in Princess Bride. I'm pretty sure he's in that. I think he plays the vampire.
That is the new one. I'm looking up the old one.
No, the new one. The new one. It was someone else. I know David Tennant was in the new one.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Colin Farrell. That was who the vampire was in the new one.
Mm-hmm.
Chris Sarandon was in the old one.
Yes,
I'm almost
Chris
positive.
Sarandon was in the old one.
Ha-ha!
Yes.
Look at my pop culture knowledge.
You know them.
That's why I helped my team win trivia the other day.
Nice. Good job.
Yeah.
Good job.
Yeah, there wasn't pop culture, though. It was annoying.
Mm-hmm.
It's like the thing that you're best at.
Anytime they do like a music trivia over at one of the breweries in Waxhaw, and I was just like, oh, this is terrible. Unless it's like 70s, 80s, and 90s rock, then I'm like, I got you, man. Anything else?
There you go.
Sorry.
I'm okay with certain eras of music, but I do like doing trivia in general.
Give me grunge. I'll win that whole round for you. Lickety split.
Oh yeah.
Like
I was
maybe we should do trivia
category. Like on Wheel of Fortune. I was good at that. All right. So Ithaquah is coming because Varath tells us it's Ithaquah.
Yes.
And then
that.
I'd like to read what I wrote here. Varath explains who Ithaquah is in a kind of haphazardly, parentheses, Wendigos, Windwalkers, etc., with music behind him that keeps stopping when he's interrupted.
That's the best part.
It really is the best part. Like, actually finally getting to hear that with the music and everything is just amazing.
Before after we did it, but it worked perfectly.
It's so great.
I imagine it. It's like a little bit like the beginning of Monty Python, where they're doing the exposition. No.
But yeah, Aaron was great during that because
absolutely,
Aaron was really doing his best to like riff off of it and try to get all the explanation of what was going on out. But I think he kept tripping on himself too, and we kept tripping him up, and it just made the Varath character even better. Yeah. Like just what was happening.
Yeah, just like go on, tell us. I have no idea what the fuck is going on. Please.
Improvised exposition is hard. Okay.
Yes.
And I love that the music was like non-diegetic, like it just came out of nowhere whenever he was speaking, like we could hear the music.
So the storm rolls into town, gets real cold, so cold,
super
in fact
cold
that making fire is very difficult, as we're told, unless we have magical means.
Yeah, magic fire making.
You can't wave your hand at the camera for an audio podcast.
Yes, I can. I've been doing it this entire time. They know.
Quick, everybody get.
They know when I'm doing the magic hand.
They know.
I mean. See, watch this. How many fingers am I holding up? They totally know.
Oh my God, it's 11.
Something's wrong with Richard.
Oh no.
I apologize for any of our audience members that have more than 10 fingers. I'm sorry.
I don't. I think it's really cool. Also, I
forget what that's called. Polydactyly. Polydactya.
I thought it was just that like piano player on Gattaca. Hey, there's a pop. There's a reference.
I remember that.
I mean, the Princess Bride.
Creepy.
I don't know what it's actually called.
Fun fact: the name of the movie Gattaca is spelled out and only using the 4 letters that are part of DNA.
I used to remember what those meant back in high school biology. I don't anymore.
Yeah, that was a very long time ago.
That was a very long time ago.
Very long.
So storm rolls in, temperature goes down. We go back into the inn because we don't know what the hell to do. I start to ask questions about what the hell's going on. I get filled in on the Ethiqua incident scenario.
No, I asked the questions. You're standing outside.
Oh, you were. Oh yeah,
I was cold. I went inside.
How did I learn about Ithaca? Or did I just like roll with this?
We told you later. You stayed with me overnight at the hotel.
Oh, that's right.
Or the inn.
That's right.
Yeah. So you watch outside, and you're seeing like people getting sick out there.
Because I can't get cold.
Victor's inside drinking some tea because it's cold, talking to Juliet and asking her about Ithaca.
I heard what you did.
Varath was like sitting in the corner because he knew that he'd be a little bit too aggressive in his questioning, so he had Victor go do it.
Good character development. Good character development.
Actually, Alistair forgot to take his paw off the push to talk, so you could hear it through the speaker the whole time.
Perfect. But yeah, and so Juliet mentions that there were some culty people coming through the town a couple months ago talking about Ithaca, and then they left, and we asked if they went up the mountain, and she either said yes or she didn't know. I can't remember. I was skipping through the episode earlier today because I couldn't.
I believe that she said that they headed toward the mountain.
I believe so as well. So we'll go with that.
I started doing perception rolls, not realizing that trying to do perception rolls in the middle of a blizzard is probably not the best idea, and you have a terrible handicap against it.
Yes.
So there's that.
But you did see some people getting sick.
Yes.
So congratulations.
I noticed a thing.
Watch that. Yep.
That was fun.
And Varath and Alistair leave because Varath is concerned about Mike.
Which is odd.
He had a real heart-to-heart with Mike earlier.
Yeah, he was gonna go over there and check, because if that son of a bitch wasn't staying strong, he was gonna beat the crap out of him.
That's right. You stay strong or else.
And then Varath dozes off. A stick hits the window, wakes him up, and he screams out the window at the storm because that's what you do.
That is what you do. Yes.
Angry local news. Angry man yells at storm.
Weather on the 8s.
And as a result, Mike is gone.
Well, Mike's not gone yet. Mike checks in Varath the first time.
Yes.
Well, as we found out afterwards, Mike seemingly disappeared during that exchange.
Yes.
The front door swung open when Alistair and Varath were in the room together, and then they went out and Mike was gone. He was gone. They couldn't even shut the door back. It was broken.
And we're like, oh door. God, we got to check everybody now that there's people missing.
And so
it's like Victor a game of werewolf.
Yes.
Victor and Julian go out to check on Jerry, who's sick, but we don't know what's going on.
Jerry.
And then we follow some footprints, and we found Jerry
eating Mike.
Eating Mike.
No, Jerry, don't eat Mike.
And Mike or Jerry appears to be transforming into a Wendigo, which we learned about earlier.
Which we think is this is what a Wendigo is. It's horrible.
Yep. It was really horrible. And that's where we left off, is that we have to roll for initiative.
Jerry, I'm trying to get to a Wendigo. Jerry, you gotta help me. My taste so good. Jerry.
So I'm trying to decide if you're impersonating Rick or if you're just insinuating that Jerry just says his own name all the time, like a Pokemon or something.
I was doing
Kramer.
I was doing Kramer.
That's what I thought you were doing.
I was doing Kramer. I wasn't doing Rick.
I could see you there.
I was about to try to do George, and then I realized I can't do a Jason Alexander impersonation.
Come on,
and so I gave up.
You got some George Costanza in you. Come on.
I can do a bad Seinfeld like most people. I was like, what is the deal with the Wendigo?
I mean, first they're fine, then they're eating people. I mean, come on. I can't do a Seinfeld. No,
I don't know. It's a halfway decent Seinfeld.
Yeah,
but that's
where we're at.
That was where we're at. So now we get to fight some.
What do we do now?
Some Wendigers.
Yeah.
We don't know how to fight the Windigers.
See, guys, we're only like an hour in. We had planned to do the 4-hour episode of Morons.
Hey, we still
force
can.
Adam to edit it.
Oh, we're going to talk about our full review of the thing in about 15 minutes.
Yeah.
The Carpenter thing?
Yes.
Oh, man, I need to rewatch that.
No,
I just actually watched a couple of Carpenter movies. I just saw Halloween 2 for the first time. He didn't direct that one, but he wrote it. So that was all right.
Well, we saw that Red Letter Media did, like they rated and reviewed all of their favorite John Carpenters. Yeah.
I did. That's a very good series. You guys should go check it out if you like John Carpenter. After you listen to all of our stuff over and over.
You have to listen to all of our stuff first. Then I gave you permission to go watch that.
Yeah. Then you can go listen to
You have to earn it.
You have to earn. This is like a treat. This is like if you go the entire week without like drinking or eating a bunch of sugar or whatever, and then right on Sunday you're like, you know what, I'm gonna have a cupcake. That cupcake is that video.
Ooh,
the week.
Ooh, no, a cinnamon roll.
Cinnamon roll would be good.
Ooh, cinnamon roll.
Like cinnamon bun,
like a hot one,
like a cinnamon.
Maybe, yeah.
For me, cinnamon buns like that are better.
Like one that was just made.
The fresh ones.
Yes.
Oh yeah. Like they're still kind of drippy.
Yeah, the goo has not solidified yet.
I need to lose weight.
Well, don't go to Cinnabon.
I'm not going to go to Cinnabon now. I'll have like a very small bowl of ice cream or something. That'll work.
I put on my body conscience robe. Did you see?
Yes.
It's very warm.
You look nice.
I'm very toasty. It's getting cold.
You look nice. Why did I say that?
I don't know, but it's now on.
Not even true.
Adam,
really.
don't you dare edit this out. This stays on.
Oh man, how much fun is he going to have listening to this? Hopefully, some.
No, I
hope so.
I can't wait for him to add like his own like audio tracks into it to comment. That is going to be great.
No, Adam is sick and is not going to be doing that.
Like, I really hope that he enjoys it while he's editing it, because if he doesn't enjoy it, I don't know how anybody else is going to.
Yeah.
It's true.
And if he does edit something in, I just want him to edit one no in. Just be like, no. Just somewhere innocuous where people don't even pick up that it's him until like 5 seconds later.
Like that clean one where like he thinks about it for a second and he's just like, no. All right.
Yeah, but that's what happened in the month of October 2021.
It is.
We never stated that it was the October 2021.
This is the
Morons
October
at the
21.
beginning.
No, this is
an hour into it. Now we're saying that
they're going to be really confused about the timeline.
In case you were curious, this is in fact the October 2021 Morons.
This episode should be listened to after episode 142, A Storm of Vengeance, Part 7.
Thank you for that. Thank you for that clarification.
Yeah. There we go. Yeah.
Yes. Spoiler alert, by the way. Just thought you might want to know.
No. Part 8's the spoiler.
Well, no.
Actually,
I'm trying
to be perfectly honest, I don't know if it's Part 8 because I don't name the episodes. I just assumed.
I'm pretty sure it is Part 8.
Okay, good. That would make.
But I'm trying to alert everybody of the spoilers that we've had in this episode.
Oh, have we?
Yeah, I mean that's how it works, right? You're supposed to say spoiler alert.
No.
Oh, okay.
Too late. Far too late.
No. It's still fine.
I think we spoiled
it's still fine.
Anything.
I'm sure that people will definitely hear that spoiler alert before they listen to us recap what happened in October.
Oh, you mean spoiler alert for October's episode?
Yes, exactly.
I am finally tracking with Richard.
That's scary.
It took us 100 and something episodes.
Yeah, I am. I'm saying I am not. All right, we have to do a comparison because that's what we usually do on these.
Yeah, that's
we do have to do some kind of comparison.
So,
what kind of comparison can we do?
In the spirit of the season, I have one that I just thought up of. What horror movie or a Halloween-based killer movie character would your characters be?
So does it have to be Halloween-based or just any horror franchise?
It can be Halloween-based, but it can be a horror movie.
Ooh. And does it have? We're talking specifically like the killers, or are we talking like?
I was specifically the killers.
Specifically the killers.
Victor?
Exactly. You can go last because yours is going to be real hard.
I don't know. Yeah, you're right. Victor's is going to be hard. Let's see. Alistair. What kind of killer would Alistair be? I think I'm going to have to go with Freddy.
Okay. He lives in the Dreamlands, and he's sarcastic.
And he has
quippy,
claws.
and he has claws. I guess that makes sense.
Okay.
Yeah.
Plus he's got stripes.
It's true.
Yeah, and he has stripes. Yeah, even
He's got
better.
green stripes. There you go. He had red stripes before.
Yeah, he had red stripes at one point. Yeah, so I think we're
And
good.
he's got a fedora. Oh.
He lent it to Victor.
All right.
That's it.
Mine's a tie because I don't know because they don't really they don't really fit. The one that I'm leaning towards is the evil, not really a doctor but scientist from Reanimator.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
North.
Yeah.
Okay.
This is the Herbert West.
Herbert
Yes.
West.
Yes.
Okay, North was the one in our show.
Yes.
Yes, exactly.
Yes.
There we go. I met Jeffrey Combs at the
Yeah.
convention.
Yes, he
he
did.
was very friendly.
Yes, he did.
Yeah.
The other one,
He didn't try to kill me at all.
he did not. Although Meatloaf did try to kill us.
Yeah, Meatloaf did. Meatloaf tried to kill us.
I'm pretty sure that's true.
I will not back down on that. The other one would be the doctor from The Fly because I just want to be Jeff Goldblum.
Mm.
Oh yeah.
I mean, that's fair.
Brundlefly.
Mm-hmm.
I think everybody wants to be Jeff Goldblum.
Mm-hmm.
I hesitate to.
What's a horror? A horror.
I'm thinking
killer?
maybe like the Wolfman.
Okay.
I mean, Victor's not a werewolf, but it's an involuntary monster. That's I guess that's about as close as I can get if I'm not like a good guy.
You know, I mean,
from a
it's not
horror
exactly like a quote unquote horror movie per se.
No, Victor,
but it is
like,
a monster. So I don't know.
Victor's
Maybe like
Tucker and Dale.
Maybe
Tucker
like
and Dale versus
a
Evil,
Frankenstein's
where everyone
monster.
thinks he's the bad guy, but he's not.
Well, I think that could fit for Frankenstein's monster.
Are we gonna do?
Yeah, possibly.
We're gonna do a horror special one year for the podcast, and we're gonna do like Tucker and Dale versus Evil, but it's just gonna be all the Stouthearts.
Oh, that'd be great.
Oh no, Julian fell into the wood chipper. I tried to save him.
Oh man, and Adam, you might want to actually cut this out, but I just had an idea for something we could maybe do for like an April Fool's event or something, where
What's
we just
that?
do a one shot where we're all yak folk.
I think we suggested that already.
did.
In the
Maybe
last
we have.
We
Morons.
might have, yeah.
Maybe we have, but I'm going to suggest it again.
I don't know if I can do the voice that long.
I could do it for maybe like an hour. I don't know if I can go longer than that.
Like, I mean, like the Victor voice is really not difficult. It sounds way more difficult than it is.
I think it'd be harder to be consistent with it. Would be the thing. I think
I think
Yeah,
you don't have to be consistent. I think consistency is really unnecessary in this case.
just be outlandish as possible at all times. Like
Pretty much.
be silly at 11. Do your best that way. All right.
That's right, because it goes to 11.
Why don't you just make 10 louder?
Because 11's one more.
Oh,
This one goes to 11.
Yak folk Spinal Tap references. What a timeline.
What a time we live in.
And in the Halloween spirit, be sure to check out Dracula Dead and Loving It, starring Leslie Nielsen.
Oh, anything.
One of
Leslie
Mel
Nielsen has
Brooks'
done.
sort of last sort of big goofball comedies.
Mhm.
It's so funny. It's not especially good, but it's very funny.
That came
Highly
out
recommended.
when I was 5 years old.
Wow. I'm so old.
No, it came out in 1995.
Yeah, I would have been 11.
Well, you are older than me.
It
So that
probably
tracks.
came out It probably came out before my birthday, so maybe I was 9.
I don't have a date. Oh, December 22nd.
Oh, yeah, no, never mind. I was 10.
Mm-hmm.
I was 11 and a half.
I figured it would have been earlier in the year than that, but okay.
Yep. Do we have any other discussion left for
I don't
Morons?
know, because I hesitate to go too deep into the discussion because we do want to make sure we save a little bit to discuss with Aaron.
It's true. Yeah, we
for
were
his
going
art.
to.
Oh, of course.
The guest Morons.
Yeah.
Did we have a cool name for that last time?
I don't know. I don't name these things.
Damn.
I think it was something like, I don't know, special guest Morons featuring
I'm a
Nico.
check.
It was like an extra large
Steven, that's a lie.
Morons.
You made this name for Morons.
I don't make summaries for the Morons episodes, though. We don't need those. We could discuss the last Moron episode. I just don't think that would be very constructive. Let's see. See, why am I clicking that one?
I don't know.
Don't click that one. I'm the worst.
That's not true.
At what I'm trying to do.
I mean, like you're like third worst at worst.
Featuring the person. That's what we did. The last one we did was the Bigger, Badder, and Nico edition.
Yeah.
But that was because we were combining September and Nico.
Yes.
And we had an
he
extra
was pretty
long
much encompassed
Morons.
in the entire arc anyway.
Yes.
The month. Yeah, September 21, Bigger, Badder, Nico. Yep.
Oh my God, Bud Light has a seltzer edition. That's the flannel edition, and all the cans are different flannels. There's an apple crisps seltzer, a maple pear seltzer, a pumpkin spice seltzer, and a toasted marshmallow seltzer.
See, 3 of those sound okay.
Yeah, the first 2. Everything else is.
I would try the pumpkin spice. I would not try toasted marshmallow.
Pumpkin spice.
Like I could believe that the pumpkin spice could be good.
I liked pumpkin spice before it was cool.
I actually had
before it was uncool.
I actually had a pumpkin sour today that was actually pretty good.
I put pumpkin spice on sugar cookies when I was like 6. I was like light years ahead of everyone else.
I sat at the other end of the table when my mom would carve the pumpkin for Halloween, and then she also liked to toast the pumpkin seeds, in which case I would like gag trying to smell that shit in the air. Just
pumpkin's the only squash that I'll eat.
And I have no problem with squash at all. Squash is fine.
Can't stand squash. Squash is disgusting.
I like squash.
I love squash.
I don't like squash at all. I've tried it. Squash is one of those things. Squash I won't eat. I will eat zucchini, but I don't like it.
But especially if you like saute squash and butter, oh, that is the best.
No, it just tastes like you're eating
and grill it. Oh.
It just tastes like you're eating goo. I don't like it at all.
That's fine.
Well, you would absolutely hate boiled okra.
Yes, I don't like okra. I don't even like fried okra.
I like fried okra's okay. I don't know about boiled.
Fried okra is not slimy at all. Boiled okra is basically
I'll eat
just
the okra
slime.
if it's in like a vegetable soup. Like that's the only time I touch okra.
Like boiled okra, it is nothing but slime.
Yes, I was see what I was fishing for something.
If you were interested in the show, we've lost you.
Yeah, that's fine. Yes, we want discussion about things we like and don't like.
Well, obviously,
we don't have our father here to keep us in line.
Are we just that one Family Guy cutaway where Arnold Palmer is just talking about things he enjoys? It's like grilled cheese sandwich and tomato soup and lemonade tea is the best meal I've had. And all of the old people are clapping, and the one guy in the background is like, I enjoy things I remember.
Yes, exactly. I mean, obviously there is like a subset of our fans that are only here for this kind of banter right here.
And we
like that has nothing to do with the show.
So much.
You guys should be ashamed of yourselves.
We love you, but boy, are you weird. And we love you.
I don't understand. I don't understand, but I very much appreciate the fact that you like listening to us.
Like they just listen to the Morons and they skip past all of the summary stuff, like straight to just us talking.
I gotta get right into the weird shit. Come on, let's go.
They're like, I already listened to the episodes. I don't need you to hear you just tell me what happened in a clever-ish way. I add the ish because I'm not confident enough to go with the hard R.
Never use a hard R.
Yeah. All right.
So
I guess if you want to know more about the show,
you can
to those of you just tuning in.
Now.
if your friend made you listen to this and you're like, this isn't bad, and you want to hear us play D&D, go to mikesandmonsters.com.
What's that place again?
There you go.
Watchbugsdie.com.
Damn it. That is a fake site and will not lead you anywhere.
Yeah. Or you can go to
definitely don't go there.
microphonesandmonsters.com.
Yes.
You just can't go to microphoneandmonsters.com.
Yes, or say that and confuse people.
Which you've got me saying now. There's been at least 2 outros that I've recorded now where I've said it and then I listened back to it and that was the one mistake I made and I was just screw it and I sent it to Adam anyway. So
well, it's become an inside joke, so it's fine.
Secretly making fun of me. I was making fun of me before you.
See, I just pull up the website now so I know to say it when I'm doing the outro.
Richard, what's on the website?
Oh, there's a lot of stuff. I mean, you got links to the Patreon. You got links to our Discord because we have our own Discord.
Yes.
You can come and talk to us and hang out and be cool.
And roll
we got a whole
and hate on Dice Maiden because Dice Maiden is an absolute monster.
Absolutely. Even worse than Adam.
In a week. I'm not.
I don't blame you. I don't blame you. Don't blame you one bit.
I got 2 20s and I was riding high. And I don't think I rolled above a 12 in a week.
We roll Fridays with advantage, and we happen to be recording on a Friday today. And it still ended up giving me on 2 different rolls, the best was a 9.
See, okay, here we go.
Are you gonna roll?
I'm gonna roll right now.
I'm gonna roll live right now.
If you guys pay attention, you'll know
exactly when
we were recording the exact time.
Oh.
Roll, and it's Friday. I get to roll advantage to.
Fuck off!
Hold on. 2d20.
Oh.
Wow.
Okay, I wasn't as bad as you.
Check the Discord.
Yeah. You'll know
if you want to
exactly
see.
when.
You'll know what happened. Just look and you'll see. It's probably because the microphone's on. That's what happens when the microphone's on.
Yeah, that's probably it.
Hey, we got a sister show, don't we?
We do have a second show.
A second show. Huh, that's
2
weird.
shows.
Was that?
That show's called Stiff Shift Incorporated.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
It's a pretty good show. It's a little different than our normal show because it's scripted.
It's for the refined listener.
It's more intelligent.
Yes.
For the people that don't want to hear Steven and Max.
Yeah, for not for the rabble.
It's actually written by a very smart person.
Yes.
For the actual play bourgeoisie podcast listeners.
Well, it's not an actual play.
It's
That's
not
the
an
thing.
actual play. But I said podcast listener.
But it is actually more like a play.
Yes. We also probably need to
remove
the Mad Monster Expo upcoming event because that is gone and past.
You're right. That is no longer upcoming.
Make sure that you check out the Mad Monster website to see when the Mad Monster party is, because we do plan on being on the next one of those in Charlotte, and I believe that's sometime early next year.
February, I believe.
Yep, I believe so, yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. So go ahead and check that out.
Mm-hmm.
If you have any if you live in the area, you can come see us because we're planning on being there. And we'd love to see you. We were happy to see the people that came out to the last thing.
Had a lot of fun.
Mm-hmm.
A lot
of fun.
Extra plans to come out, let us know if you're actually coming from far away or something, so that we can make sure we connect with you.
We will get goodies. We had tons of
and
goodies
hopefully Matthew Lillard would be there so we can continue our feud.
Yes, and argue about the cost of D&D packages.
I want to get revenge on Meatloaf. I want to run up to his table and ask where the masks are.
Yes, absolutely.
But yeah, check out our website.
And our
and also
music. in our Patreon.
And on the website, you can even check out, we've got a whole page of fan art.
Yes, we do.
It's
sweet. Some really good fan art too.
And if you have
thank you
fan
to the
art
people who made fan art
that you would like to submit, please do so, and we will throw it up on there.
As long as it's not like horribly vulgar or something vulgar.
Yeah. I mean, obviously it has to be like,
appropriate fan art.
Appropriate for everyone.
No, you can you can DM me the weird stuff. I don't care. Just give it to me.
Yeah, I don't want to see it.
No. Give me the weird stuff.
Don't send it to me.
DMs is fine.
You get blocked. I don't want to see it.
DMs is fine. You just can't post that stuff like in the main chat.
I will just post it in general whilst we are recording to distract people.
Yeah.
It's fine.
Yeah, totally.
I don't look at the general chat while we're recording.
Don't?
No.
Oh.
I am busy. I am a professional.
It's true. Now, let me ask you this, Richard. If I was a patron, what would I get access to?
Well, that depends on how much you pay.
Okay.
All access Richard all the time. You get a 24/7 webcam of Richard.
Hey, you know what? We need to make a tier.
No, we don't. No, we don't. No, we don't. You stop right now.
I'm still behind the bug zapper cam. I am still. We got to figure that out.
If you,
all I'm saying is, if we make like a $10,000 a month tier, like I might be willing to do some stuff.
Would you like Podcast House? It's just like Big Brother.
Podcast House.
Like, so we talk about the podcast and just work on it.
I think some of these are very bad ideas.
Yes.
Hey. All I'm saying is, you just put it up there. If somebody wants to pay it, you never know until you try, right?
It's true. But
I know
things you can get if you become a patron is you will get access to ad-free listening. You will get access to a special Discord channel. You can also get access to the aptly named, because I had Adam change the name, the super crazy special Patreon channel for awesome people. And then I believe it was it last month or was it this month that we did the new
release format?
Promotion. Yeah, the release format.
We started that. Did we start last month or the month before?
I think we started 2 months ago. So you get the full month's worth of episodes in advance.
Yes. So as soon as the first Monday or first Friday, however the months work. But the first of the month, you will get all the episodes immediately.
Get the whole month up front, which is
except for admittedly, because we record that near the end of the month.
Yes,
which is admittedly a double-edged sword, unless you go back and listen to everything again.
You can,
or I suppose you could listen to the Morons and catch up that way.
And then
again.
It serves a purpose.
Yeah.
It serves as an actual
up
recap.
Until this point, it has been the most useless waste of time.
I mean, useless, yes. Waste of time, yes. But I like to think we have fun.
Useless, no, absolutely.
I like to think we have fun.
We have fun. That's what's important. I needed some fun this week, so it was a good time.
And fun was had by all.
No.
By most. Poor Adam.
Oh,
Adam is not having fun right now.
Adam's not having fun right now. He's gonna have a lot of fun editing this, though.
We miss Adam being here.
We do.
Truly, it sucks. We hope he feels better very, very soon. But
dread rolls are bullshit. This is karma.
Yep.
You know what? It's gonna be really hard recording our next episode, like actual episode, without him.
Yeah. I don't know what we're gonna do without a DM. I guess we can do whatever we like.
Yes.
You tripped over a rock. You've leveled up.
Yeah,
okay.
We'll just get to 20.
I did a flip, and the flip was so impressive that I got 3 levels out of it.
Well, Alistair's about to just go take a nap.
Yeah.
Yeah, Alistair will take a nap, and Julian and Victor will argue about what to have for dinner. Which is funny, because they don't even eat the same thing.
Yeah. Well, and here's the thing. We won't actually have dinner. We'll just argue about what we should have for dinner, not agree, and that'll take up the whole time.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah, I think we might be able to pull
like
this
us
off.
Ending the episode is, because we started ending the episode like 10 minutes ago. We're even worse with Adam not here to actually stop it.
I know. All music is written and produced by Marco Mazzei at Fallen Highway Studio.
Yep. And I think that's all we got.
Yeah, I mean, we already talked about the website.
Except for the most important part.
What?
Thank you all for listening.
Oh, that part.
Oh, yeah.
Well,
we do need to thank you all.
Oh, I'll never stop thanking everyone for listening.
Yeah.
So thanks to everybody who's listened the whole way, or thanks to the people that jumped in at the end to listen to us just be ridiculous. And I guess thanks to anyone who hasn't even listened, even though you won't hear this.
Yeah.
Thank you. Yeah, thank you for everyone who puts up with our bullshit, or even better, enjoys it.
Yep.
Now, if you enjoy it, now you're some of the lucky ones.
Okay, we're gonna stop.
Yep. Bye. I'm tired.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Goodbye.